Hi, everyone. Today we're going to look at the story Stone Soup. And this week we're going to be talking about the characters in the story. Remember, the characters are the people or animals in a story. So we're going to be talking about the characters in a story and their point of view. Point of view means how the characters see something. For example, let's talk about you and I. You or I might look at the title Stone Soup, and my point of view might be, oh, stone soup. That sounds interesting. Maybe I'd like to try it one day. Your point of view might be, ooh, stone soup. That sounds awful. I will never, ever try it. So, point of view just means how you see things. So, we're going to look at the villagers in this story and how their point of view changes about this stranger that comes into town, this stranger with the donkey. So I'm going to go ahead and have the computer read each page, and then we'll talk about the point of view of the villagers.
Extended Read 1. Remember to annotate as you read.
Stone Soup, retold by Winston Ramos. Late one evening, long ago, an old man walked into a village. He had a gray beard. He wore a long green coat. His eyes looked tired, but they sparkled kindly. The old man went to the center of the village. "I am looking for a place for the night, and a meal to share," he said. "You have come to the wrong place, stranger," said a woman. Two little children hid behind her skirt. "We are a poor town. We have nothing to give you."
Okay, so I think paragraph 3 said it all. When the stranger came into town, one of the villagers told him, "We are a poor town," because he said he would like to stay for the night and share a meal. One of the women told him, "We're a poor town. We have nothing to give you." So, what was the point of view of the villagers toward the stranger? Well, they thought that they had nothing to give him. So, let's write that down. I'm going to change this to black. Write that down in our margin here in the notes margin. So let's write the villagers thought that they had nothing to give to the stranger. It says that right here. We have nothing to give you. So that's what we wrote. Okay, I'm going to have the computer read the second page now.
"I am sorry," said another villager. "There is not enough food for ourselves. You had better move on." "I was not asking for food," said the old man. "I was thinking of making some stone soup to share with you." "Stone soup? What is that?" asked a boy. He wore a long yellow shirt. He wore a cap like the old man's. "Oh, it is a real treat. You will see," said the old man with a smile. Then, with a quick move, like a magician, he pulled a large pot from his coat. The hungry villagers watched as he filled the pot with water.
Okay, so at first, get my text box back. At first, the villagers thought they had nothing to give the stranger. That was their point of view. How did their point of view change here? Well, this boy asked, "Stone soup, What is that? And then it says down here, as he pulled a large pot from his coat, the hungry villagers watched as he filled the pot with water. So now it seems as though these villagers are becoming a little bit curious about the stranger and what he was doing. Before they said, basically, no, go away, nothing to give you. And now they're starting to be curious about him. They're starting to be drawn in by him. So let's write down the villagers. Make my text box bigger if I can. There we go. Started to become curious about the man and what he was going to do. Okay, this is becoming interesting. Let's read on.
Now what is he doing? Asked the woman with 2 little children. You will see, said the old man. When the water was boiling, he reached into his coat again. This time he took a large stone from a velvet bag. He dropped the stone into the pot. Splash went the stone. Ah, said the old man, now we are cooking. Stone soup, whispered the villagers. They licked their lips. They rubbed their bellies. Their whispers grew louder and louder.
Okay, so how is their point of view now toward the strangers? It seems as though now they're getting really interested in what he's doing, huh? Look at their eyes. They're really, really staring at him, especially this lady right here. So let's write down the villagers became very, I'm going to put very in capital letters because they were very curious about what the man was doing. Okay, let's read on.
Is the stone soup really for everyone? Asked the boy. It is for anyone who wants it, said the old man. Then he sat down to rest. News quickly spread through the village. The old man was making stone soup to share with everyone. The excited villagers gathered around to watch. The old man licked his lips. Then he said, I do like a tasty stone soup. Of course, stone soup with cabbage is even better.
Okay, so it says down here in paragraph 18 that the excited villagers gathered around to watch. So now their point of view was that they were excited about the stone soup, about what the man was doing. So let's write that. Let's get my text box again. And the villagers were very excited about what the man was doing. All right, now they're getting excited. Let's read on.
Soon, a villager approached with a cabbage. I had a good crop this year, he said. He added the cabbage to the pot. Wonderful, cried the old man. I once had stone soup with cabbage and a piece of lamb as well. It was a feast for a king. Soon after that, the village butcher came up to the pot. I was saving this small leg of lamb for my Sunday dinner. I can make something else then. He dropped the lamb into the pot. By now, everyone in the village could smell the soup. One of the little children hiding behind her mother's skirt stepped up to the pot. "It does smell good, Mamma," she said. The old man smacked his lips loudly. "You know what?" he said. "I once had stone soup with cabbage, some lamb, carrots, and turnips. That was a truly tasty soup."
Okay, so we're going to take on both of these pages at once. How are the villagers changing? How is their point of view changing? Well, not only are they excited, they're starting to participate or take a part in what the man was doing. This guy's dropping a leg of lamb into the pot. And so now, oh, here we go. A villager approached with a cabbage. So someone else brought a cabbage to put in the stone soup. So let's put over here. The villagers were starting to participate or take part in what the man was doing. So their point of view is changing quite a bit. First, they wanted him to go away. We have nothing to give you. And now they're starting to become a part of what he's doing. Let's finish up the story.
In no time at all, several villagers found a turnip or carrot and added them to the soup. "Does anyone have a potato or onion they can spare?" asked the old man. "That's all we need to make the best stone soup ever." Before long, a delicious meal was ready. Everyone in the village who wanted stone soup had a big bowlful. No one went to bed hungry that night. The next day, the villagers begged the old man to stay, but he needed to move on. Before leaving, though, he shared his secret with the village elders. The villagers learned the magic of sharing, and they never went hungry again.
Happy ending. Okay, so in the end, the villagers were actually, it says here, they begged the old man to stay. So at the beginning of the story, they wanted him to go away, quit asking us for stuff. Now they're begging him to stay. So their point of view changed, didn't it? So the villagers begged the man to stay. Also, they learned how to share. They did not know how to share at the beginning of the story. But at the end, they figured out that sharing actually is a really good thing for everyone. Good job figuring out point of view.